let's jump in, shall we?
Yes.
That's the combat music. Don't play that. There we go.
I mean, I am about to stab Farron.
So,
It would
coming
be
in,
fitting.
the statues were looming when the knife was pulled have kind of digressed. Have kind of gone back into their stasis.
They're not pointed at the werewolf.
No, they were. So what happened was you pulled out a knife all aggressively, and all the statues like loomed, and you were like, "No, it's fine." And they by now have finally kind of.
I'm gonna stab this guy.
Yeah. Jarl Gorin kind of watches. He's gotten a lot of new information, and he's processing, kind of letting you guys talk amongst themselves for a second. What's up, Text? Thanks for coming in. Sticks, go ahead. You got an idea.
Where did we leave? So is the brother dog? Is he dog form?
He is in wolf form, which is again a refined version of a werewolf.
Domesticated.
Domesticated. Yeah, that's it. That's the word.
Maybe eloquent.
Domesticated.
Domesticated.
We'll give him a little scarf to wrap around his neck. Like
When you take a wild animal and you refine it.
It's called domestication.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or he was selectively bred.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like
Another
that
option.
either.
Don't want to talk about selectively breeding Calder?
What do you think, Wackus Bonkus? Refine him. You naughty Wackus Bonkus.
I hate it here.
So yeah,
Nice start
domesticated
over, right?
werewolf and Styx has a knife. What's up?
Yeah. Oh god. Let me find Sticks. I'm blanking.
While you're blanking.
Farron. No, I got it. God, get out of my head.
Okay.
Anyways, that was Farron. Look at this, your brother. You keep dogs. He is dog. Did you know?
Oh,
Were you aware of dog brother?
no, I wasn't.
Calder says, I wasn't aware of this ability until the Obsidian Pact found me and put me through the process of being able to draw out this attribute in myself.
Older, I say this with full intent, with as little respect as possible. You have not exactly been forthcoming. So, I
Also-
frankly don't let you hold weight.
Also, just to support my friend here in this moment, how do we not know that the Obsidian Pact didn't make you a werewolf in the first place? You're coming at us with this latent werewolf knowledge. However, Farron has not exhibited any signs of werewolfiness.
Well,
And you're saying that you went through trials and then all of a sudden you could do this?
Like, I hate to break it to you, Chief. This is not The Witcher.
it took
that's a
some
great
time. It was not a mere bite and a sickness. It was...
It is still a sickness whether or not you choose to have it.
I disagree.
I choose to have crabs. Doesn't mean it's not a sickness.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna brush over that.
I tried.
Right along.
I really tried. A young gnome kind of hovers up into the hall and kind of takes a bow, and Jarl Gorin gives him the and then he pauses and goes, "How important is it?" I'd say about 7. Well, I don't know. And he goes, "Just spit it out." The southern kingdom of Drast is beleaguered by pirates and has asked for assistance. And he goes, "No, be gone." He goes, "Okay." Following close behind him is an oh, the moon. Following close behind him is another individual, a tabaxi, who just kind of quietly steps off to the side next to Sarian, the captain of the Snowbirds. Sarian, like Farron, it does have a point of exhaustion, and she at this point orders in some more guards so that she can take a rest, and as she goes to leave, kind of seeing all this kind of going on, she walks over to the person who has talked the least, which I believe would be Zaz or Arthalos. I believe it's Zaz, and kind of hands you and just kind of palms you an item and then takes a walk. And it's a small token of a feather.
Got summons?
And she just kind of nods and leaves.
Zazzle kind of. What is this?
Arthalos. He turns to Arthalos. Arthalos, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
What is? When you say token of a feather, is it like a disc with a feather on it?
It is a
18.
small metal feather.
Okay.
18.
You can take it to the fantasy Chuck E.
Um,
Cheese.
Well, for one, this is, if you activate it, it's got a one-time use, but it is not destroyed after. You can cast Fly on yourself. But it also has some
Relay that.
significance as the token itself, but you're not sure what.
It's not a summon. I was hoping for some Final Fantasy summon.
Right? Just-
And
911!
All right, what you guys doing?
Well, I'm gonna say, Goran, it's been swell. I hope this information can be of use to you. We're all exhausted. We arrived here yesterday about 12 hours ago, and we have not stopped since because we kept finding rats in your city.
Of which you have my thanks. You have done me a great service in bringing this to light. I do want to have a further conversation with you, Ziller, at a later time about your involvement and exactly how you came about the information and connection with these individuals and how you tricked them into colluding with them. But for
Well,
now,
if you want an exact, I'm ready to go now.
he
let's
looks
do it now.
over. He looks over at Farron. Everyone else may go. Get some rest. Farron, with the point of exhaustion, dark circles under her eyes, the rest of the party is dismissed.
Does that include Calder?
Yes. As you leave, the party does hear this. Simon, put word out to our allies. We need named ones. We have rats in our basement with explosives. I will
Whispers
be sending
to
the
Zaz.
first wave with my snowbirds, but we will need backup, I think. Better to overreach than find yourself lacking.
Turns out he doesn't know the difference between a basement and a sewer.
No wonder it was in such disrepair.
Start knocking on every door.
He's like,
you got a basement?
It's not real. I don't understand. I've never been down there.
When did he become Alex Jones?
yeah, I was thinking that was spot on, Alex Joe's.
Okay.
Jeez.
So, everyone else is heading out, or anything else you guys want to say before you do so? Okay. You guys begin heading out.
Bedtime.
Jarl Goran goes back to his strange mythical throne and kind of sits down, and you can see the shimmering barrier appear around him as he takes his seat, and the bones of the dragon skulls all kind of skitter forward a little bit. Kind of comes down the steps, and the Thomas, who is still there, the manservant that has been with you guys here and there, kind of steps forward and begins. He pulls out a token, And the token becomes like a table, and some servants bring wine and cheeses and the like, and a chair is produced for you, and the two of you with full view of the city, this wraparound window that is in this throne room. As the light begins coming up, he takes his seat, and he kind of gestures at the seat.
Ziller will sit down with him.
Okay. Also, Jake, your volume can come up a little bit, the mods say. Thank you, Floxen. Do you want to RP this, or do you want to roll a performance, or...
I can RP this.
Okay.
Let's see how good I can lie.
It's the avoidance of lying. That's
Yeah,
the trick here.
how good can I lie via omission, which
Yeah,
apparently
yeah.
this thing doesn't work on.
That's true. How would it work? How would it,
Yeah.
The shield, the shield with the inside face of a demon kind of hovers around, and as it sifts over, Goran goes, "Ignore it. It speaks lies." But you do feel it trying to talk to you, the shield, as it begins orbiting the table and the seats.
Don't acknowledge it because I am too good at ignoring lies from my knife.
Tell me all.
All right. Before I begin, though, I'd like to preface everything I'm about to say with the following information.
Everyone else begins their long rest.
I work only for the betterment of Kjol and for the betterment of my Jarl. And as you are allies, I work for the betterment of you.
Does that ping because you work for Thud? And you said only. I'm gonna get lawyersy here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to.
Does it?
We have a ring that pings when it hears a lie. When the wearer
betterment
hears
of
a lie.
Thud currently as the betterment of my Jarl aligns with Thud, it does not necessarily.
Because Thud's ultimate goal is to return everyone to Monkey.
His ultimate goal is to make sure that there aren't enough everyone has enough souls.
This is
And-
true.
And he's doing that via turning everyone to monkey.
This is true. Well said. Okay, the ring does not ping.
So, with that all being said, Goran, here's how I came upon the information.
He drinks his wine.
Via an outside source that I have collaborated with in the past, they implored me to blow up the walls. Now, this made me very curious, and obviously I was concerned. I decided to pursue this line of thinking until I figured out exactly why he was planning on making me blow up the walls.
Who was this individual who is intent upon my walls?
They are a being of otherworldly power.
Interesting.
I
Are
think
you
it'd be
a
better.
warlock?
Guess you could call me that to an extent. I am also a wizard. I'm mostly a wizard.
Studied at the Arcanum.
Yes. I am this close to completing my thesis.
Well, let me know if you need any help with that.
So, may I continue on my tale?
Absolutely.
I, being curious, went to what I now know is a bookstore. I thought it was a library. Turns out it means different thing. That was a cultural difference. I went there to pick up a spell. And I will freely admit, and I will be happily pay any fines that I have accrued from this. I did steal some blueprints in order to figure out exactly why I was being told to blow up the walls.
Did you find weaknesses?
I never actually looked at them yet.
I would have those returned.
I happily placed them back on the table.
He
However,
scans them
when I
and
was
hands them off to the tabaxi.
When I was down there, I should have you know there was already an individual there waiting for me. An individual by the name of Gost, a wizard.
You spoke of him earlier.
Yes, currently he is. I do not know what his goals are, but we have interacted with him briefly before. None of them were good. He plans on using he plans on using some form of ice to, my guess and supposition, is take over Kjol. I met him there, down in the basement, and he provided me with a large amount of funds on the condition that I put him, well, not on the condition. He just gave me the funds and asked me to blow up the walls and get him in contact with some of my compatriots.
He snaps a finger to the tabaxi. The tabaxi comes over and says two things. One, first, Goran says, track the name down that has been used for this bank account. We will seize all his money. And the tabaxi goes, also, I must say, his story checks out. We did find a body down in the basement of Arcanum's branch here. Interesting. Good. Not good, but,
So?
you know.
Naturally, I left there, ran away, had an altercation with an individual who, rightfully so, acknowledged that we were attempting to steal from the Arcanum, but we didn't know it was a bookstore yet.
I have
We
heard
thought it
many
was a
different
library.
versions of this story. It's going around.
Yeah, well, something happened. She became a turtle, and then she was banished. But she's back now, so it's all okay. And then we ran away, briefly disguised ourselves until the heat blew over, and then we discovered this Obsidian Pact nonsense. And I think you were up to date from there.
He kind of sits back. I don't sleep anymore.
That's a shame.
This shield makes me incapable of it. But I have found ways around that. A lot
Always-
of time to think.
Cast silence.
Do you?
I'm just saying, like, I think you can. I was like saying, do you know the spell silence? You tried that.
I've borne this burden for a long time. Tried many things. So what now? You have done me a great favor. My city was in peril and I didn't even know. This ghost must be dealt with. Soon, other named ones of your Iceholm will be here. And we will be diving into my sewers and rooting out this problem. Through one way or another, you, Ziller, Monkey Paw, have been pivotal in thwarting their plans. They are not able to attack because they wait for the walls to go. I would not begrudge you if you were to move on. I can deal with this, but will you go down into the deep places and deal with this with your allies and your friends? What do you think you will do?
Well, I would personally vouch for myself in saying that I would enjoy greatly quashing whatever this may be. However, I cannot speak for my allies. They all have their own objectives and their own goals, and we do still have a task yet to be completed within this area.
He
one of
doesn't
which
pry
being-
on that. He kind of lets you have your business.
Yeah.
You're not his named one, so.
So, I will bring your offer forward. I'll see what they say. Is there any place we might meet you should we desire to pursue this?
I'll be here. And if I'm not here, you can be directed to wherever I am. I want to deal with this in person, but I know my council. And you see him actually look up at the statues would warn me against endangering myself needlessly while I am in a place of security and power.
That's fair.
Sounds like a coward to me.
Shut up, Arthalos. Get out of my head.
He's like, I'm not here. I can say whatever I want.
just, it's a message. He's like, what a coward. Like, how are you listening? I have my ways.
Don't worry about it. You look over and he's like got 2 plungers and he's up on the side of the window. Like that animation.
Well, I will bring it forward to my compatriots, see what they say. I do know some of them are excruciatingly tired and really want to get on with the rest of our missions because we've got a long laundry list to take care of. One of which being checking out the goblins, but we'll see how that goes.
What do you
If
know
that is all?
about, if I may ask you one final question, what do you know of true ice?
I'll be honest, not much. All I know is that Gost uses it.
Interesting. Thank you. You are dismissed. You make a wisdom save real quick. As the shield has been battering at your mind, just trying to wheel its way
5.
in there. 5?
That's
Okay.
a 5.
And I quote, "I kill in the day. I like to watch the blood. Hard to do at night, isn't it?"
The blood hard to do in the day, in the night.
At night, isn't it?
At night, isn't it? I write that in my spell book, put that down on Goran's desk, and be like, "That's what your shield just said, by the way." And then I leave.
You see him crumple it up,
Yeah.
throw
I
it at the
kill in
shield, and
the
it
day.
bounces off. All right.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so
Join my party.
so while that's going on, party. Are you choosing to stay within the ivory tower, or are you going into the city and grabbing an inn somewhere?
We still have an inn.
Mm-hmm.
Just thought I'd let them.
I don't really
The
remember
inn-
which inn we did, but
You guys, I believe.
I mean, were
got a
we staying
place.
at the inn of our target?
I believe
Yes.
you guys did get a place there, yeah.
okay, then yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's where
so
we- that's where
before
we
you guys
sleeping.
head out there, you're still waiting for Ziller to get back. You guys are all kind of gathered together. What do you guys talk? You guys have a few minutes of conversing to do before Ziller gets to you guys. You're in a
A
nice
stick
waiting room.
stabs Farron.
You're like, this is nice.
Right.
So yeah, we got some work to do. This be a pretty good time to do it.
We want to just go get the guy in now. Like right now, or like when we go night.
I
Well,
suggest
our
waiting till
our
nightfall.
night is going to be like at 6
Day-day.
a.m. People are going to be
the
waking up
day.
soon.
I hate having days.
So
Check
I guess
in.
I would say let's wait for nightfall.
Can I look at Farron with the good eyes?
You've been keeping an eye on Farron for a while now. You have 360 vision with your cloak.
60 no scope.
He spins around. Nothing changes.
Oh wait, yeah, hold up, wait a minute. That would be so trippy because like
yeah, I
what's
know, that's
forward?
What I'm saying. Yeah, I would say that you're constantly like feet are facing this way. Okay. Oh, I guess you don't even have to look down. Anyway, you would just always know. You can always be looking down, and up. Strange.
Freaking omnipresent.
Yeah.
Anyways, I look at the secret dog lady.
You don't perceive
That's secret. She's
anything-
got like 18 dogs.
Yeah, you don't perceive anything amiss. Tokyo and Moon are here.
What What do they look like?
They look like puppers.
Okay.
They look like huskies.
Calder also should be there.
Yeah, he is. And before he left the throne room, he would have reverted to his human form.
Right.
But I mean, he can just turn it on and off.
Bonus action.
Tokyo was flown back, Vloxen. And he was very happy about it. The snowbirds were like, we can't just, there's a lot of smoke. We can't just let this dog be here.
I'm surprised you went with them.
I mean, he might not have had a choice at first. He might have just been like, oh. Okay.
Yep.
You guys all kind of have a moment of kind of looking at each other. Calder does kind of to Farron, but not like hidden. He's not like whispering, and so the rest of the party still hears this. He goes, I was going to tell you all of this when we were safe, but we came right here, and there is more I would like to tell you about my life. I want to know more about your life when we're safe, when we're away from here, I think.
When we're safe. We'll figure this out together.
Okay. Pets Tokyo. All right. Ziller.
Sticks heard that. Sticks makes fart noises.
I like that you don't like Calder. I really like that because of the backstory and stuff. That makes me happy. Ziller appears.
All right, I'm back. I'm cleared
How'd
up.
that
Don't
go?
worry. Oh, it was honestly pretty good. Just kind of told him everything that we knew and like everything that I learned. Just more of like an informational briefing, you know. How I managed to avoid telling him about food exactly. Just that I work somewhat for a higher being. So, yeah.
Thomas appears as well and goes, all right, well, is there anything I can do for you? Are we heading to bed somewhere? Shall I book some rooms? He doesn't
be
know.
necessary.
Oh no, he was the one that got the rooms in the old inn. So he goes, sorry, go ahead, Arthlos.
That won't be necessary. We still have our rooms from earlier.
Excellent. And you see him kind of like we're going back out to the outer ring. Oh. We're going back out to the poor district.
Oh my god, classist.
All right, the party begins heading out. The snowbirds look, as you guys begin traveling to the outer ring, the snowbirds appear restless, nervous, anxious. And as the city is still very quiet, dead of morning, it's prominent, the marching. You see multiple smaller assassin-like individuals kind of opening up vents and like making their way into the sewers, and you can see some larger areas where more large forces are moving down into the lower areas. Eventually you get to the inn. Pirowitz, the Innkeeper, and again you're in the outer ring now, so you've been traveling for some time. Kind of is the only one awake, and you can see that he's trying to make a pie. He looks up and goes, "Hey, welcome in. Come on in." He kind of is folding pinching the crust with like super delicate care, you know.
I do want
How
to
you do
note
it?
that the reason he didn't have a name was because we specifically said don't give us a name. We purposefully went out of
don't
our way
wanna know his
to
name.
not learn his name.
No, you're right. Which means Pirowitz is someone else.
So we're
Guys.
like, no names, no nothing,
Okay,
just
so
Merkman, get out of there.
Allow me
Yep.
to retcon, because I remember you saying that his name is not Pirowitz, which means Pirowitz is someone else, and I've just misread my notes from a couple days ago, a couple sessions ago. The Innkeeper, a dwarf. You know that he is one of the sole survivors of the Kjol mines when the Kjol mines were attacked and brought down.
Ziller just like averts his gaze and just storms up to where his room was, just to like.
Just keeps humming along,
Yeah.
making his pies. Party gets to their rooms. You get into the room, and there's still a brain dead. There is still a very much brain dead prepper, friend of Crazy Martin, and he's just. By now, he's like half asleep. The blood from his eyes and ears is crusted over.
I was just like, shoo, go, shoo. Kind of like nudges him towards the door, just like, go away.
Prone. he probably would have left by now if he was able to, but he is basically a vegetable.
Do I
We
have
just
spells for this?
To remind myself that it's been several hours, not
Yeah, not
like it
several
feels
days.
like.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Well,
3 days later.
Ziller's just gonna mention like, we have about 3 days until the smell starts.
I mean, he's not dead.
Let's just cover him in a blanket.
Could be. Do
If
we
with-
need him to be?
One like looks over at Sticks.
No.
I mean, it's just sort of hard to explain.
Calder's
He's
like,
in our rooms.
I mean,
We gotta
I
get
can
rid
get
of
rid
him.
of this body. Do we need to get rid of this body? I can.
Yeah,
can do it.
Calder, are you feeling hungry? You want some puppy chow?
Sticks.
That's the moment he steps up to Sticks and goes, I need you to never talk to me like that again. Please. Respectfully.
I'm gonna like interject and just be like, just Calder, just let him be for now. I think he's going through an awkward phase in his teenage life.
You going through an awkward phase, guy? Alright. And he steps
playing
off.
MCR
You've been
if you're not
needling him.
careful.
You've been needling him this whole time, and now that he's not in front of like big scary Jarl, he's gonna be like, all right. And he's not a pushover. He was scared of the Jarl.
At this point, Ziller's just gonna be like, what's going on with you, Sticks? What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need to talk?
Friend, I mean, I can't die for one, but I threw up bugs earlier
Yeah, you did.
for a
Like that-
bit that I did months ago. Didn't
Yeah.
really think about that one clearly.
That's okay. Hey, we can fix this. It's all right. Just-
Okay, you mean to tell me? I mean, I am trying to decide how catty I want to be right now. Maybe that's why I don't like the Calder.
Maybe it's all kind of boiled up at this point. You've gone and you've had a few fights and it's been kind of stewing, but the fighting didn't really help you with that, and so it's all kind of coming to a front now that it's being confronted.
But do you really like? Okay, I'm going to play this one out for you. This guy shows up. He was supposed to be dead. We find him. He's not dead. He's not stoked about who he works with. We saw that when we spied on him. We go through all these troubles and all these things, and he's gonna blow up a city. He's going to blow up the underside of a city, and then he's going to have raiders come from the other side. Already pretty untrustworthy things. And then we find out that he's a lycanthrope.
Yeah, but
And now he's in the room where we sleep.
okay, admittedly, not the greatest. But I'm also apparently not a great person right now.
Well, you talk to your knife.
And
And
y'all
he's a
haven't had that
werewolf.
talk yet either.
No.
You
no,
talk
we
to
have
your
not.
book.
My-
We're all wacky here.
Oh my goodness.
We still haven't talked about how he just told someone to kill himself and they did, okay? We still haven't discussed that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a different story.
No, it's not.
It
I'm
was
just-
it was a kid.
We did have a talk about that actually. We talked about it right after it happened.
Oh, that's
yeah, like
true.
the
We
second
did
it
have a-
happened, we did
we
talk
did.
about
In
that.
character.
Still,
Arthlos is over here like, don't drag me into this.
Like we had that conversation.
still, all I'm saying is we're all not exactly forthright with all of our secrets.
Okay,
I
yeah,
still
but
don't know
here's-
why you talk to
no.
your book.
Do not bring up the book.
You bring up my knife.
Here is the difference. Okay, he is a domesticated werewolf man,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty. Maybe I'm jealous. I don't know. Maybe I won't be a werewolf. But that's besides the point. He
pretty
is a
hunky, I'm not gonna
lycanthrope.
lie.
You
Pretty
talk
hot.
to a god that lives in your knife, and you have to commit acts of terrorism to keep it from, I don't know, siphoning your soul or whatever. What
I'm
happens?
working
We
on
don't know what happens if you don't listen.
That's my burden.
But your actions affect us. If we walk with you and you blow up a grain silo with penguins in it, suddenly the penguins hate all of us.
You just suddenly hear a bzzzt
Everyone looks her over.
from and where the brain dead boil was is just a pile of dust because Arthlos was disintegrated.
Calder goes,
Nice.
we need a broom
We need to get rid of the bodies.
and a
There's,
dustpan.
you know,
Yeah, that's a good.
no
that's
no
actually-
evidence, you know.
Calder actually likes Arthlos now. So he's like, that was clever.
Which is a bad sign.
They're arguing, bring up he killed a kid by telling him, he's like, oh yeah. Boom.
And you're like,
All
But
right,
then
I'm
anyway-
evil.
That's right. I'm brutally efficient. Boom. Let's go.
Was the body on the bed?
No, it was like
Or was it on the
behind the
floor?
door, like just kind of slumped back against the wall.
Oh, that's too bad.
You know, if I wasn't actively vomiting maggots, I'd like lick the dust
No.
for the bit. For the bit, I would just be like, ah.
Don't give Luna another TikTok to make about not putting.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Spit it out.
But anyways, before I guess that happened, I mean, he was effectively dead.
Mhm.
We don't need the thing that I talked to in my book. Like it's probably not actually my brother. We don't know.
What?
It could be when you awaken your spell book. There's nothing that says that a living soul should be able to go into it on the paper. It affects is reflective of the person who makes the book. It could be just a talking scroll. It could be just some old wizard or something. Whatever you see as knowledge or something. But it could be. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. Last I thought, everybody just had one soul.
I mean,
Yeah. See, the things are a little wacky tacky right now.
yes. So I'm just asking, you're acting out right now.
Yeah,
all right?
but do not compare me talking to probably a part of my own brain as you talking to God.
I mean, look, there's a whole lot of trauma response in there that I don't know how to unpack. I'm not a therapist, I'm a dancer. But
Interpretive dance that, Ziller.
I will.
He's like trying to
Performance
process.
check. That is a nat 20 fucking goddamn it,
Fix it,
performance check.
All right, so okay, cool. So Ziller starts doing a dance. He starts doing the what is it?
I said the F
What is
word.
it? He starts doing what is it? Footloose, where the guy goes and like processes in the
Yeah.
warehouse.
So dude,
And,
Kevin Bacon in Footloose. It's a nat 20 plus I think 9, so 29.
Well, you cured Sticks. That's what that means. Like you rolled a nat 20. All of his trauma is gone.
All of
That
it's gone.
said- That said, I am two things. One, offbeat, you get a point of inspiration.
Yay.
Two, Sticks, it's a new day. Roll a d100 for me.
It's a new day.
It's a new life. And I'm
Rolling my Kjol dice for this one.
feeling
Ah, come on. That was almost 69.
good. Nice.
So
68.
close.
68. I rolled a
Yeah.
74. You do manage to keep it down because now you are aware of this affliction, but you roll a stealth to kind of not be noticed as you kind of keep down this what is surprisingly hot in
That's
temperature.
a dirty 20.
Spicy.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah. So no one
Why is it
notices
spicy?
as you hide the fact that you're avoiding throwing up ember, basically fire elemental maggots.
I eat them again.
You managed to keep it down. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Slurp.
But it's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can always talk to Lady Quintessence again.
You and Arthalos does know that teleportation circle, if I remember correctly.
I do.
Ooh.
So you've
I
got
mean, she
that
was
one.
powerful.
You've got that one. You've got keep coccyx, and I believe Iceholm,
Iceholm, yeah, and
Yep.
also
And now this
Iverhall
one.
now.
and now Iverhall. Okay.
Yeah.
That's 4.
Can always talk to Lady Quintessence again. She was powerful. She might know something about curing maggot illness, whatever happened
True.
last night.
I really hope that it doesn't ever happen again.
Hmm.
Specifically, not right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I haven't re-summoned my food sword yet because there's something I want to tell you guys. A little secret, a little sneaky. Okay.
A little sneaky peeky.
Little sneaky, yeah. I want to overthrow Food.
The stabby dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, what are we gonna do? Offer like his minions better healthcare or something? Dental?
I've read stories.
Dental
if
is
you
very
want to learn
important.
more about how you might be able to go about that, you've got 2 ways. One, finding some older monoliths like the ones you, like the one you came across when you got the knife. Or B, find the cultists.
I kind of plan on doing that because he and I are no longer seeing eye to eye. We used to in college, got along, you know, it was like an old fling. We was just full of angst. But his plans are getting too uppy now that I'm more powerful. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know. I'm not okay with this either. So now with that, Ziller's gonna tuck himself into bed.
Okay.
Go to sleep because he's tired.
Ah. Nothing. All right. Zaz,
Yes.
what you doing?
Well, I mean, since it's daylight, I'm gonna go sleep.
Everybody else going to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that nap.
All right, everyone get some rest.
Oh, do we have a plan for tomorrow?
I think
Yes.
the plan is wake up, kill the
Innkeeper. And then
and then honestly leave. It's probably the best plan.
Yeah.
You do know that the other soul, the other portion of soul that you guys need to snuff is out in the cracked flats.
Yeah. So leave. Maybe go. Hopefully,
There's a
maybe
bunch of
I
places.
don't know if we level up. Maybe go back to Iceholm for a bit to re-equip some stuff, and then go out in the next adventure.
Keep
I don't know.
coccyx.
Just spitball in here.
Check in with the home base.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone keeping watch, kind of doing a rotation or nah?
Nah, door's locked.
All right.
I mean, we
You
got our
wake
own
up.
rooms, I assume.
Yeah, the party wakes up. I'm gonna say Arthlos, you wake up first.
okay.
Calder is kind of in his sleep. Seems to be having some kind of nightmare. That's the only thing you really notice. Everyone else, Zaz is snoring. That's why his voice is like that. And if you want to do anything, you're welcome to. If not, then everyone else eventually wakes up.
I'll just kind of like begin planning. might go. Like, what time is it?
It is early evening. 8 hours from 6. 7.
I'll go down, just kind of see how busy it is.
It's like 4 p.m.
Yeah, it's like 4 p.m.
Oh, okay, then never mind. I'll just kind of chill and wait.
Okay.
Go over some plans for
You
the
do hear a
best
lot
way
of like
to.
outside city noises and the like.
Yeah.
And you do go through your recollection, and you pull up. You do, and you realize you do in fact still have Lady Quintessence teleportation circle.
No, I'm just like trying to think of the most efficient way to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Without it pointing fingers at us.
All right. Everyone wakes up.
All right. Did we get our long rest?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to summon my familiar for an hour quickly and make a rat.
Okay. You make a rat.
A rat. I'm gonna send him down into the inn and just to keep tabs on the barkeep. And I'm just gonna be looking through his eyes.
Okay. It's what you would expect. He's just running around. His pies came out really well. And
I block that from my memory.
okay. You hear his name.
All right. DM it to me, and I'll keep it to my soul.
Okay. What you guys doing?
I think I'm gonna go do other kind of recon, see if I can't figure out where his home is.
Where his home is? He sleeps here.
Like they've got like an apartment.
Mm-hmm. Basically, they just stay in one of the rooms.
Oh, all right. Well
He has a
then,
kid.
I
He has a-
have
Yeah, Tim
nothing
and
to
his
do.
kid. Yeah. So
I
Zaz,
tried.
you kind of start snooping around, and eventually you see the kid, the son, kind of go into one room and leave, and as you kind of manage to the door is left cracked open, you see like the bed and a hammock where the kid probably sleeps. You can see a chest in one corner. Wardrobe.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna go hang out downstairs.
I'm gonna go for a walk, and kind of like scout out nearby alleys that would be abandoned at night that I can
You
possibly
find-
send him to.
You find two. One is the two most abandoned. One is completely abandoned, but does have a window, and you're not sure what this building is that's up into the window, but there's a light in the window. The other one does have some homeless people. I dropped a dice. It's an official episode.
Wow.
There's a D8. Sticks, what you doing?
Probably gonna go get berries.
Okay. As you kind of walk out, and are you like stepping outside the city and actually looking for berries, or are you trying to find like a secluded area to talk to your?
We're gonna go talk to the book.
Mm-hmm. You gonna do that outside the city, or you gonna do that inside the city?
I'll do it inside.
Okay, so you find kind of a slummy area. You make your way over to kind of the burned out place, and you actually find yourself in that same building where you had that confrontation with, where you had that conversation with the book. Same burnt out husk of a building.
Just do the normal thing. We're not trying to talk today.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you made your way there and back, you do hear sounds of combat from like vents in the city and stuff like that, and the general vibe of the city is very stressed because everyone is now aware that there's like combat under their feet, and everyone's kind of no one really knows what's going on. But they know that all of Jarl Goran's named ones went below deck. And the snowbirds are like not where they normally are and doing so. They're like congested in certain areas, watching more important areas that enter into the sewers.
Saying is that there's a hole in the police state potentially around our inn.
No.
Poop.
I would say that roughly 60 snowbirds are in an area, or focused on an area that is quite close to the inn. Mac and cheese, let's go. Oh, I want mac and cheese. Oh, I got this biscuit. Y'all, Jake made biscuits. They're very good biscuits.
I mean, I made lemon spread. Okay.
Yeah, lamb spread. It's very
I'm a
good.
nerd.
I won't have to eat for another couple of days now.
You're welcome.
Saving
And I
so
have
much
eaten.
money.
I have eaten 4.
Having a magic roommate is just premium. Sticks. But you do sit down with your book and you summon the likeness of your brother, whom you sent into the hole at a young age, was forced to, and you do the ritual that you have always had, where you say that you killed him. And then you make your way back to the party. What's Farron and Calder up to in the meantime?
We're gonna talk
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay. He
You
tells you
know-
a bit more about his life, but he's already told you a good chunk. So what do you tell him?
I already told him about finding the necklace. After you disappeared, I looked for you for a long time. It was just Mother and I. She passed several years back of natural causes. She died in her sleep. And I was alone. Except with our dogs, Tokyo and all of them, which I still have to get out. But I set to helping people. I didn't want people to suffer. And so I just traveled around. I was a guide. I tracked and hunted for villages. And then I was called in to, I completely forgot, twice soon. What is the
Iceholm?
ice home?
The high places?
Yeah. Twice soon called trackers and named ones and people to Iceholm to search out the 3 terrors. And that's where I met the people I'm with now. I'm a named one now.
Wow. What's your name?
Ironically, Alpha.
I like that. So, do you want to pursue becoming what I've become?
I don't know. I don't fully understand what's happened here, but I don't know. I will stand by you though.
And I will stand by you. The party reconvenes, but before they do, Arthalos, while you're which alleyway are you trying to look at? The one with the homeless people, or the one with the window?
I mean, I'd check both of them out.
Yeah, you do, and you find a couple of dwarves, displaced from the Kjol mines, that have fallen upon hard times. They look like to be drunkards, and two of them are pretty much passed out, and the other one is he's got his drinking horn, and he sits there and vaguely perceives you. The other one, candlelight in the window. Second story.
Okay.
While you're kind of doing all this, you suddenly feel a small bit of cold in your pocket, very cold, and then you hear of something cracking. And
In my pocket?
yeah.
Okay.
And digging into your pocket, you find the strange coin that you found in the sewers, and the small wooden figurine of a bear that you also found down in the sewers.
Found stuff in the sewers?
Yeah. The coin, which was a foreign coin you had never seen before, has cracked, and now there's almost this face in the cracks. And it's very cold
Okay.
to the touch. Shut up, Jared.
Does it?
He wants to say Kjol.
He doesn't.
Oh, okay.
That's you. That's all you.
Hail hydrate.
Is it like really detailed kind of cracks that make a real detailed face, or is it just like, oh look, that's vaguely a wonky smiley
Pretty
face?
detailed. The thing doesn't break up into pieces, but it looks like it could.
So do I recognize what it's trying, the
Make a
image is trying to?
history check. Because it's like you're looking at like a two-dimensional thing, and it's kind of difficult.
Items.
You're like, I would like to do well.
I really want to know what this is. You said history, right?
Yep.
$16?
16. Okay. It has a very similar face to the head of the Obsidian Pact. That kind of almost bat-like shaved werewolf individual you saw down with Gost.
Hang on.
Kind of that older, kind of hunched, almost learned more than adventurer, kind of wizened.
Would I recognize this as some kind of like scrying?
You can make an Arcana check.
Guidance. Uh, 17.
17. It seems to be it seems to be one of a group of coins that are all under the same influence, and you imagine that when this crack happens, it's meant to be a signal of some kind.
Okay.
But
So
you
not like-
are able to tell that it's not perceiving you in any way.
Oh, good. And what is this bear statue thing that I also have?
That is a figurine. Do you want to activate it?
Can I make some kind of perception or kind of see what
Sure.
it might do before I
Sure.
just?
Let's make it a Arcana.
Can you guess what I'm about to do? Guidance.
A drunk dwarf is just getting this crazy magic show.
He's just like bang, bang, bang.
I don't know. This guy just kept pulling stuff out of his pockets, and then magic happened. I don't know. It was weird.
And they're like, sure, Hemsworth. And you're like, he's like, no, really.
So dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is a figurine that, when activated, will become a much larger version of itself. And it will probably be sentient.
Well, no one's around except for super drunk guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pocket it. I'll save it for some crazy moment when I really need a bear to maul someone. Suddenly bears.
Oh my god, a bear broke into the bar and killed the owner. Tragic.
It's so weird. He didn't even like try to run or anything. He just stood there.
It's terrible what happens.
He like lifted his chin so that you could get the neck better. We're bad people here.
Yeah.
Except Farron. Maybe Zaz.
Hey,
Right,
internet's having a rough go right
You head back to the bar.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, you return to the bar, and everyone reconvenes.
I'm going to approach Calder and show him the coin.
Ah,
So what does this mean when it does this?
well, I didn't have one, but a pack leader will get the signal to act upon some action that is pre-agreed upon. So I don't know. There's fighting, and there's going to be a lot of it. And there haven't been any explosions. Maybe it's a retreat.
I doubt we'd be so lucky.
Thomas shows up and he's like, Thomas! He kind of scurries over and goes,
Jacksepticeye.
how are you
Did
doing
you
this
get
fine
here?
morning? Kind of has a beer and some scrambled eggs and says, a lot of your fellow named ones are in the city.
Thomas, it's 4 p.m. It's not morning.
My apologies.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I forgot it
It's
was a
like-
morning. Regardless, he has beer and eggs. Maybe a sausage.
Breakfast of champions.
It's kind of the after 4 at this point.
Let's say it's 5. What are we doing?
Well,
Time to
Till
do the
night.
deed after like 2 months?
Well,
Waiting
it just
for
got
nightfall.
significantly more
Harder.
annoying now that Thomas is here.
well, I
And
mean,
she
he won't be
just-
here the entire time.
Wait,
do you
wait.
have like any hobbies or anything?
Yeah, I practice magic. I like
Oh, I
reading.
would love to see it. We should go on the. I went to wizard school.
Nice. I was
Yeah.
taught by my mom. Oh, sorry. That's not what he said. I was taught by my mother. It's some
Do you
base
want to
magic.
like show off?
Yeah,
We'll go on
remember
the walk.
I turned everybody invisible the other day, and I
I
got
do
your
remember.
sorry buns out of that. Vice.
Yeah, you did.
But the metal,
No, it-
the like
dang it.
tin plate on the bar like heats up a little bit.
Oh,
Casts heat metal.
we should go outside where you can show me more.
He's all excited. He never gets to talk about his hobbies.
Okay,
He's been
I'm gonna
pandering
go.
to the nobility all his life.
I'm gonna go make sure that Thomas feels heard
Okay, yeah.
and
yeah.
walk around
a
with
nice little
him while
distraction.
they murder.
I mean, I hope you can keep him occupied for like, I don't know,
And
5
we
hours. or
never saw
something.
Sticks again.
He turned into a gnome. I think
For
he's
what-
gonna accidentally
there's-
true polymorph me.
Legend has it they're still walking to this day.
Stupid still talking.
Just showing the same cantrip over and over.
Wow, that's really good prestidigitation.
He's got up to 3rd level spells.
Okay, he's capable.
Invisibility's 3rd level, so.
Invisibility 2nd level.
He's got 2nd level spells. Thank you, buddy.
Nice.
No problem. I know because I was planning on turning our target invisible so that it's easier to dispose of the body.
If you made him invisible and then I disintegrated him, what would happen?
No.
Invisible
admittedly,
ashes.
I defer to Offbeat on that one, actually.
Like, would they see the puff of?
Probably not. Oh.
I mean, ashes are invisible. I don't know. Does invisibility last past death? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
A creature you touch.
Well, I mean, usually the person, it's a usually
Yeah,
the person has
Concentration.
casted
So
the invisibility is invisible.
if he was
A
going to cast it
creature.
on him to make it easier to hide the body, then it would say that yes.
Actually, well, it says a creature you touch becomes invisible for the duration. So if I cast it while I'm alive, he will stay invisible.
That's
At
true.
least that's as far as I can tell. However, I cannot cast it on a dead target or an object. Does notate a creature.
So it would remain invisible. Is that what you said?
The
Or
duration of the
however
spell.
long it is, 10
For an
minutes
hour.
or whatever
Okay.
hour.
Fun.
But then when it wore off, it would just be a pile of dust, and no one would even know. He'd just get swept up.
by his son. The only other person that works there.
And then we tell him that he went out to get milk.
Oh no.
Farron has a dad that happened to.
Oh,
Actually,
well, then you know all
he
about
saw
it.
him die.
Oh,
So
that's right. That's right.
Oh.
Okay, as long as they don't do it in front of the kid, we'll
Why
be
does
fine.
everyone have dead moms?
Dying in childbirth
We're
is
playing
common.
D&D.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like, it's specifically moms. Like Arthlos's mom died. Ziller's mom died. Farron's mom died.
Mommy issues.
natural causes, like
You know?
Mine was during childbirth, so I carry unimaginable guilt.
Mm.
I'm so misunderstood. All right. Go on.
We're just picking our teeth until it's night. Is it night yet?
Yeah, we're waiting
Okay,
for nightfall, basically. Though we maybe should actually figure out how we're gonna
I've
actually do
invited
this
myself
Yeah.
over to Thomas's
instead of
family's house for
3
dinner.
separate plans
Yeah.
to get this
Okay.
done.
Well,
So-
I'm currently watching him with the rat, so I know where he is. So what if, honestly, high key, once he's in a back room, I can cast invisibility on Zaz. Zaz can go invisible, follow him behind him, kill him in a back room. Arthalos disintegrates the body, and then we tell the kid that his dad went for milk. How's that sound?
And he left behind this shiny platinum piece.
Yes.
So strange.
So weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, does that sound like a plan?
I guess.
I mean, sure, as long as you keep the kid from going into the back room, that would be awkward.
As
Yeah.
long as, I mean, maybe, do we have silence that we can cast so he doesn't make any noise as he gets brutally murdered?
Got a Mizium apparatus though.
Styx is getting his like 5th helping of food from this giant gnomish family.
No, I guess I didn't prepare spells today. Do I have that spell even? I don't know if I do. I've got mostly combat.
I know this is not really my style and it's kind of out there, but I do have a bear now. So we could just
Where
throw
did
a
you get
bear at him.
bear?
It was in the sewer.
I will also say it's not just like a bear; it's like a wooden sentient bear.
Right, like the bear.
The bear remains wooden, and it gets big, and it's sentient and can talk.
Oh,
Wait, it might have secrets.
Oh wait. I've got an idea. Okay, what if we don't make him invisible? But what we can do, if Farron takes the kid out, I have warding wind, which I can cast, which completely drowns out all sound because it's so loud. Everyone is effectively deafened while in the area. because of
Like
the wind.
reverse
That wouldn't
silence.
draw any
But
suspicion at all.
You're
It
making
definitely
a
is-
really loud noise,
yeah, that's
which will make
not gonna work.
everyone.
I saw this.
All right.
Okay.
How about
Yeah.
I just make him
Ah!
tell everyone that he has to run an errand, and he will go out to one of these abandoned alleyways where Zaz will be conveniently waiting.
All right. So are you going to cast invisibility on Zaz and then go on? Oh no, those are both concentration. Zaz,
I
are
can
you...
cast invisibility on Zaz.
Okay. Zaz,
Yeah,
are
but
you
I mean-
compliant?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with doing it, but we gotta
Um,
make sure we're not getting bird watched while we're out there.
the birds.
I mean,
are
not that
very
it really
distracted right
matters.
now.
I mean, the
Fine.
rest of us can stay
Yeah.
inside. It just
I can
Zaz that has to be waiting in the alley.
Mhm.
And I can send the rat to keep guard. I mean, if we wait an extra hour, I can turn this into a bird, which will be better at keeping guard. Just watch. We're willing to wait an hour? Will I
Yeah,
recast it?
He's not going anywhere.
All right. I bring the rat back. I do a little interpretive dance of a bird for an hour, and then it's now an owl. Okay.
You're like
Okay.
sweating. By the
So,
end of it.
which
And then-
which exact alley are we talking about?
Your dedication to your
You've got
craft is
two alleys
truly.
that you can pick from. You've got
commendable.
one with a second-story
Right.
window with light, with
Right.
candlelight, and another one with some drunkards, drunken dwarves.
But Arthlas was the one that scoped those.
Yeah,
alleys
I'll
out, so.
Tell what I found in. Which one do you think would be? I'm leaning towards
Honestly,
dwarves because who's going
yeah,
to listen to the
same.
drunken dwarves if they even remember? Whereas, unknown eyes from above could bode ill.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
agree
say
with that.
dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Mm.
to that
All
alley.
right.
See what.
Okay.
And
got
if
going on?
they do make too much of a fuss, no one will miss them if they become casualties.
Now I'm gonna take care of them.
I brain blast and I cast invisibility at a 3rd level. My owl and Zaz are both invisible for an
Okay.
hour.
Oh,
There I go. I give a salute in your general direction. I go, have fun.
General direction.
Wait.
Hmm?
Do we want to reestablish the plan before we take those actions? Because
I thought I was making Zaz invisible, and then he was going.
he said he was going to take care of the dwarves first.
Oh,
yeah. Let me
okay.
go do the dwarves first.
So you make your way to the dwarves. Now
Let me
there
go
are two.
handle that situation.
So one of them is still passed out. Two of them are like talking to each other in a drunken slur. They believe the mole men, but deep underground, will one day rise up, and it will be the end of days. That's a joke.
So
They're
I am
reliving
the
Underminer.
Yeah, they are reliving the terror of what happened to them in the Kjol mines.
I'll have my hood up, as you do
Mm-hmm.
this kind of business, and basically walk right up to the two dwarves that are conversing and just crouch right in front of them. Just
Okay,
kind of
so-
wait for them to notice.
They're like, that doesn't make any sense. The only things that were left down there by the time we were gone was limestone and sulfur.
Howdy. I need this alley.
How you doing?
I'm great. I need this alley though. So, I'll just jingle a pouch, like pull out a gold, drop it into the hand,
They're both very suddenly able to get up on their feet.
pull out a second gold until their eyes just. Here you go. Get your buddy. He's passed out. Just, go find another alley.
They kick him. He doesn't get up, so they and he goes, "Blessings upon you."
Yeah.
As they're
Okay.
walking away, one of them was like, "Is that a goblin? Who cares? 2 gold. Let's get drunk."
all right.
And then I'll head back to the inn so we can.
If
actually
my
do the
owl
thing.
was following you, I can make you invisible via my owl.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well
so
then there
as
we
you
go.
as you kind of nod, you do feel the invisibility take effect over you.
The owl will land on your head, and then now you're both invisible, and then you'll feel him take off from your head as he's now watching around, making sure that there's no prying birds looking around.
So you're sitting there, Zaz, and you look up, and very, very, very infrequently, a snowbird wolf, just for a brief second of that kind of sliver of sky that you can see in between the buildings. And
I'm
you
also
think
gonna
you're
find a
relatively
nice
safe.
dark corner.
Yeah, you kind of crouch down between kind of like a trash heap and an overhang. I mean, you got some stairs on the other side of you, and you're just kind of hunkered down. All right, Arthlos.
How busy is the inn looking right now?
If you wait any longer, it will be busy. I will say Calder does take Farron outside, or asks to take Farron outside, and is pointedly trying to distract you, and they go get some like spiced rum or something. Right? He's just trying to be a good brother because it's clearly in poor
It's
taste
absolutely
for you.
lit.
Both
Get
of
smashed.
Hey bartender, where's the no reef bar? Oh, whoops. Bartender's son. Top me off.
Yeah, but he does introduce you to spiced mead, actually, with a shot of rum, and so you take the rum, shot, you throw it down. Anyway, Arthlos.
All right, so how many people are in here currently?
Roughly five. Exactly
okay.
5. Sorry.
Additional, not including the party members?
Not including. So you've got
Okay.
2 very drunken dwarves walk in.
Right. Like, okay, that's fine.
It just up a third dwarf, and then there are 3 more individuals. 1 being an elf, and 2 freaking stuck on ogres, orcs, half orcs.
Okay.
The half orcs are gambling. And the elf is pretty sauced, and he's just kind of singing in one corner about some old song about dragons.
Right.
The song is called Auroria Born.
Rory? Is that what I heard?
Nope. Yes, but yeah.
Let's see.
Suspicious.
I'm gonna squeeze Laura in wherever I can, Jared.
I was laughing at Offbeat's face. So it's
No,
laughing
I'm not
at you.
actually throwing shade. I'm just proud of myself for constantly being able to throw in crap. Arthlos. So,
All right.
The boy is in the back of the kitchen, and he's really focused on having everything ready for the rush that's coming. The innkeeper, who you pointedly did not learn his name, is tending bar and kind of cleaning and wiping everything down, and you're kind of sitting at the bar or wherever you'd like to be sitting. And he kind of comes over and goes, "Is there anything I can do for you?"
Yes, actually, there's one thing you can do, and I'm just gonna look and subtle spell cast Dominate Person.
Okay. I roll a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
Correct?
Uh-huh.
You have to make. What's
18.
Peasant gotta make. Oh
An
my gosh,
18.
what if he makes it?
Then I'll try again real fast. Because
Quick
it's subtle.
What do you get?
You got a 1.
All right.
Like,
Well,
you see him kind of slump a little. His shoulders come down. He kind of stands up.
I'm really glad this worked because I cast it at 6th level, so it's 10 minutes instead of 1.
Thank you for the host, Wilker.
So I'll telepathically, instead of blurting out.
Okay, yeah.
Go meet your doom in an alleyway.
Yeah. Yeah, just go run an errand, and I'll, kind of give the image of the alleyway in his mind and command him to go to that alley.
Okay. He kind of gets up. Doesn't really say anything to his son.
I'm gonna.
Also,
Tell him
while
to
you're
say
thinking.
goodbye. Tell him
Text,
to say
"Thank you for
goodbye
the
to his
follow."
son.
Yeah, well,
Something.
here's the thing. Yeah, Arthlos is gonna picture what he would have wanted from his dad,
Oh. Oh God.
and clearly,
You're
this.
fine with it, you monster.
Yeah. This guy obviously isn't like abusive to his son, so they probably have like a decent relationship. So he's just like, you know,
We lose Jake.
Oh, he froze. You're frozen.
no.
Oh, there you are.
We're back.
Right.
Oh wow.
It's been happening all night actually.
We
So
were all just
We
waiting.
thought you were
It was a
doing,
very
like,
it was a
big
very
brain.
poignant,
very dramatic
poignant
pause.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be like, I'm going to run an errand before the rush. You're the man of the inn while I'm gone.
He turns around, puts the cloth over his shoulder, and goes over and puts his hand on the shoulder of his son and goes, I need to get a few things before this rush. You're the man until I get back. You're the man of the house. He goes, all right, over his shoulder and just keeps prepping. And he turns and he walks out. Zaz.
Floss is like, that was a really nice thing I just did.
He just
Man,
has an extra spring in his step.
Just
getting
pats on the
nicer.
back.
Wow.
These guys are really rubbing off on me, man.
I'm a real wholesome
Sticks
murderer.
you on your 6th helping of food. And everyone is just kind of like, wow, he's really putting it down. Zaz, you hear the crunch of boots, and you look up, and a man without a coat and a towel over his shoulder, looks a lot like Twice Hewn, steps into the alleyway and begins standing there and kind of looking about.
I maintain telepathic with him, so like once he gets there, it's gonna be like, don't defend yourself.
Okay.
Because if I don't give him an action, he will try to defend himself, so I have to like actively tell him not to.
Zaz, you're up.
All right.
I'm going to just. Is there anybody around currently that I can see with my bird eyes?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Okay.
There's a battle
well-
being waged underground, and so everyone's very tense. And
Can I touch things without dispelling the invisibility?
The only thing you can't do without dispelling the invisibility is attack. A grapple action
Okay.
would be considered an attack, just so you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over to where the dwarf is and guide him into my little shadowy corner
okay.
first. And then, goodness gracious. Gonna put him,
Up
against the wall
Mhm.
and just
All right.
start a grapple. I don't know if you want to do this combat wise
Yeah,
or
roll to
if
hit.
you
Okay.
okay.
I mean, he's a peasant. We can schmooze over this if you'd prefer.
I mean it's
So you
it's
put
up to
him up
you.
against. Unless you want to say it, I'm happy to.
I'll just I'll lean over like to his ear and just say for the Jarl and then do whatever.
You make it look like a mugging. Couple of knives in the back. Take his purse. Kind of put the trash over him. And that brings you out of invisibility.
The
Yeah.
attack, the first attack would.
After the couple of knifings, you look around, wipe the blood off the body, and make your exit off of the other side of the alleyway, and eventually round your way back to the inn. You step back into the inn.
Well,
the
before-
first
bef-
thing
Before Zaz leaves, I would swoop down with my currently invisible owl, and I would recast at 3rd level another invisibility on Zaz. Make sure that he
okay.
gets back safely.
all right.
Successfully, you
Yeah.
return.
I guess I'm just gonna stand in front of the door or to the side of the door. I don't want to walk in invisible. Maybe I'll find a shadow for it to wear off.
Yeah.
Well-
Okay.
Well,
You
my bird's with you. If you just give a thumbs up, I'll
Oh,
drop
okay, yeah, yeah.
concentration.
I'll
you
thumbs
can feel
up
the
then.
talons on your.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll drop
You-
invisibility, dispel the owl.
I'll
And you return
step out of
into
a
the inn.
shadow somewhere. As soon as I go into the inn, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll
Okay.
nod to the party
Okay.
and then continue upstairs to where their living room quarters are.
You get to the room. Again, the boy is young and has left the door slightly ajar, and you can kind of.
Yeah, I'll take a quick peek down the hallway, make sure nobody else is in here, and then I'll slip inside.
You make your way inside. Wardrobe, chest, bed, hammock.
Chest. I will open the chest.
It is locked.
Oh, okay. Well then, I'll turn to the bed.
Oh, you go
And
through your wallet
pull
and you
the-
find a key.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll unlock the chest. Yeah.
You
with the
unlock
key.
the chest. You open it up, and you find a finer set of clothes that would actually fit you because goblin to dwarf.
Yeah, I'm not really like
um,
that interested what's in the chest. I'm inserting into the chest. I'm gonna put the guy's wallet, all of his cash,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna pull out a couple of platinum, I guess.
Okay.
that
You
we
have
picked up
enough.
at some point,
Okay.
and just place 2 pieces, and then close the chest, and then exit the room.
All right. What's up, Adventures and Initiative? How you doing, buddy? You exit the room. You leaving the door closed or ajar?
Jar. Exactly how I found it.
All right.
I'll lock the chest
Sure.
back,
Sure.
and place the key somewhere obvious.
All right. You throw the key into the bed. Arthalos and Ziller, you kind of return to your vision as he comes down the stairs. You did watch him do all that because you were on his shoulder as burp. Calder and Farron return after a little while. Styx, do you eventually excuse yourself and return to the inn?
I mean, I have no way of knowing when to come back.
This is true. Are you just gonna
So
stay
if
the night
there's
over
dessert-
there? Or...
How far away would Styx even be?
Styx is
like,
miles away. Actually, he's in the inner
oh
city.
damn! I can't even send him my owl and be like, the deed is done.
I will say, Styx.
Maybe Styx needs this. Maybe Styx needs some
think
normal
Styx-
family
think-
time.
I think Styx needs some time away from the party. I think it'd
Yeah.
be good for him.
Until he, throws up maggots all over their house, and then they're like, "Yeah, get out."
There was like burning maggots, and I accidentally burned their house down.
It's a breath attack.
I will
It's
weaponize
once
it.
a day, Just all right. Proceed.
Well, it's done. It was
What's done?
indeed.
People begin to file in. The place starts getting busy, and the kid panics and starts rising to the occasion. And just
He's the man of the house.
Yeah, he's the man of the house. He freaking owns it, and he just starts trying his best to bartend. Obviously, it's not great, but for right now, he just suspects that his dad is still out, and just starts trying to hold down the fort.
I'm going to act drunkenly, order a beer, and then tip him a platinum. And I'll just like slap it in his hand.
The
though.
richest kid in the city.
Yeah.
he's gonna get murdered in an
He kinda
alley for
pockets
his
it and
cash.
He pockets it, but does come back like a minute later and goes, "Sir, you don't have to. This is
What?
entirely too
What?
much."
What?
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 You're drunk, sir. And he very poorly, with a 4, tries to sleight of hand it back into your pocket. Like he turns to like walk behind you and tries to like.
I
It's
go.
very
"Why are
obvious. You feel it, and the platinum returns to your pocket, and he scrambles away.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna be
Okay.
like, I'm just gonna be like, kid, I am a very rich aristocrat.
What are you doing in
And
the
I
other
am-
ring?
I'm bored.
Huh.
I've got no children, no wife.
I am loveless.
I am loveless, and you remind me of the son I would want to have. Take my gold. That's a gold, right?
It's a platinum, if we're being honest.
Ah, who's to say? Get out of here!
Wide-eyed, he just like scampers away. With your high passive perception, Frick. Saz, you do notice that, he like just like hides it in a bread loaf and then puts the bread loaf like in the pantry.
Ziller accidentally creates king cake in D&D.
Don't you bring any Cajun culture into my games, please. I can't handle that.
The hell is king cake?
I'll tell you on break.
After, okay.
Yeah,
You know, this is a good time to go to break. Let's go to break. But real quick,
All right.
King
So,
cake.
anyways, king cake.
It's a weird, gooey cake.
It's like a giant iced cinnamon roll,
Yeah, that's a good
but
way
they
to put it.
they put a plastic baby inside of it, and also other fillings like
Yeah.
Bavarian cream or chocolate or
Mhm.
like a strawberry cream.
And if you get the
but-
baby, you have to buy the next king cake.
You have to buy the next king cake.
All right, going to
That
break.
sounds awesome.
It's
So
horrible.
it's like a- King cake is pretty good, honestly. I mean, it's a giant cinnamon roll. I mean, if you like
the
cinnamon
cake
rolls,
itself is pretty
Yeah.
good. but
Baby
the
in it.
threat of biting down on anyway.
Stuck in.
It probably
Spin it.
will.
Can you spin it? Can you spin it while
That
it's?
hurt.
Oh.
How is that not tearing the hair from your scalp?
I don't know, but welcome
So
back, everybody.
scared.
I can do this. Look at me
Those
go.
are cold open, and I'm here for it. So,
That was not nearly long enough a cold open.
Oh, it's going back the other way.
put it back.
This is cool. Whee!
Sticks.
Huh?
After much food and drink and hospitality, you feel much better. And eventually you excuse yourself to head back to the party.
Were the maggots caused by not having a family? Am I cured?
No.
Dang it.
As you begin making your way back, you do bump into a fellow named one of Iceholm. This individual you have heard of but don't really know, but as you're walking you hear, "Hark!"
The herald angel sings.
You look over.
Jesus Christ exists in this world?
Yes, he does. I have heard the
No,
song.
No. Makes things way too complicated. And a lizard folk kind of saunters over and goes, "The Undying.
Hello. What is your name?
I am Chroma.
Oh, are you a chameleon?
I've been known to hide in plain sight."
I cover my eyes. Where did he go?
That doesn't work. You're wearing the cloak.
Oh, you're right.
You're like, "Oh, I know you."
But
Like the 10th level ranger feature, hide in plain sight?
Simply wanted to introduce myself. Big fan of your work. I read your dissertation.
are you from the Arcanum?
I am not. I simply hear things. And he holds out a hand to shake.
I shake it
And he goes,
gingerly.
he doesn't let your
lightly,
hand
really
go, but he
soft.
looks over at Thomas and goes, "Might we have a moment? Named one. And Thomas goes, looks at you.
Thomas, if I die, it definitely was not him.
Sounds good. And he kind of is still watching, but is like 40 feet away. And he goes, I carry news from home, brother.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Steps back. Pulls out the ball. I want to look at him with
Okay.
my good eyes.
Yeah, he is. He looks like him.
Okay.
He's
What do you? Okay,
covered
so
in
like
furs.
you are a lizard.
Yes.
What do you mean home? My home? Your
Ice
home, brother?
where
Oh,
we
what?
work. Our
Ah.
Jarl is the same Jarl.
I read too far into that. It would seem.
Apologies.
No,
I
it is
am
okay.
Not good at small talk.
Clearly, me and you both, because I thought. Anyways.
Anyways.
So what is the news?
Twiceun's son is
Thriceun.
funding our allied Jarl by the name of, I believe it's Isix.
Billy.
Isix. None named. And Isix, Jarl Isix is... And he looks around again. Quietly building an army. He is keeping them in the spine.
Is he going to attack Iceholm? Does he just like having
No,
dudes?
no. We're gearing up to take on Jarl Perenna.
Oh. Good idea. Very good idea.
Yes, thought you should know. If you run into a large force in the spine, likely to be allies. There's been a
Oh,
few
no.
confusing instances.
Like, you speak very vaguely. You just keep roping
There's
me
been
in.
some fights amongst allies unintentionally. The spine, as you know, is quite dangerous, especially in winter. He pulls his furs tighter.
I have a friend that you would like very much. He is also cold all of the time.
In other news, the Frost Witch, not the Frost Maiden, mind you, her daughter, but the Frost Witch is mobilized. She has many more connections than most people assumed. Myself being one of them. There is a few guilds that she runs. I'm not at liberty to speak of them, but they are in motion. They have come out of the woodwork as it was. Also, the Arcanum is putting out a high price for anyone who can bring valid information about the strangeness that has been going on with the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, that is easy. It's rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, you know how the lights are controlled by the mountains. I thought this was normal.
I'm sorry. I know not of this.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go get some money.
If I don't beat you to it. I kid.
Banishment.
Goodbye.
Be gone. Well, any news? I got here earlier. We've been battling below ground.
How has that been going?
Almost wrapped up, I believe. He kind of lifts he kind of opens up his coat, and you see this massive wound that has been cauterized and then healed.
Are you going to turn into a werewolf?
My God, I hope not.
That would be weird, the hairy lizard.
That would, Lord, that'd be terrible. It'd be an abomination.
Would you be a mammal? Ask him if he'd be a mammal.
Yeah, would
Does
that
he?
turn you into a mammal? Wait, no, he would have to make milk and give live birth.
Do you make milk?
Do you make milkies, brother?
I like
How
to
did we
imagine that
get
Styx
here?
has like fashioned all of his intrusive thoughts as just Ziller staying there.
Yeah. I got a cookie.
Okay.
Because I need some. I got a cookie.
Any tidings for me, friend?
I'm not going to lie to you, Chief. I mean, I throw up bugs sometimes. I don't know what you're digging for.
He's just looking for news to be he's just
News?
trading news as an ally. But
okay.
he does pull out like some herbs and goes, chew on this.
I definitely will. I have a habit of putting things in my mouth.
Or brew
Don't
it
read
in a
too much into
tea.
that. Don't do what I did. But news-wise, there's apparently werewolves under here. Keep an eye out for people who wear all black and meet at taverns and try to act like they're not looking super
We have
suspicious.
slain quite a few of them and captured a few more.
I imagine that there is more than what is just here. So,
Likely. Not even
beware
including
the emos.
alphas. Though it
They're
seems
called the
alphas
Obsidian
are-
Pact.
The Obsidian Pact.
That
I'll
is the
bring
name of
news
the.
of this to Thricehewn.
If they are hairy werewolf, alpha. Weird naked hairless cat thing werewolf, Obsidian Pact.
I will let the Frost Witch know of this as well. Well, I bid you a good day.
You as well.
And he saunters away.
Waddle waddle. Tomas!
Alright, onwards and upwards.
Get up here, you little tyke. I pick him up and I put him on my shoulders.
I am so uncomfortable.
You are very tall now. You could kill everyone. You could take over the world, Tomas, with this newfound height. Let us go.
He is much more pleased about this than he wants to let on.
The seed of
And,
evil has been planted.
I'm so proud.
As you guys are walking back, he goes, I wish I had a life like yours. You're just constantly going on adventures and in danger, and I have to wipe the asses of all these nobility.
I mean,
Not literally.
yeah, but then we're almost dying all the time. I threw up bugs earlier.
I am threatened by the nobility constantly.
Ah,
I do have a brother that went missing once. Who knows
that
what he
is
saw?
no fun. Probably, I don't know.
You guys walk for a little bit of time in silence, him on your shoulders, and eventually he goes,
Stabs me in the top of the head.
yeah, right, just... does he know about Keep Coxix? Does he know that you guys literally have a keep?
I have no idea.
Don't think so. I don't think
I don't
we've
think
Unless-
he
even
does.
mentioned it.
Unless he was informed by other people, like we didn't mention it,
No, alright.
just because it's
Wanna
not something that
mention
we.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then, yeah. Alright, after some time,
Well, Arthos, do you want me to tell him that you have a really cool house, or
you
Make
certainly
a
have
better
enough room
serve.
for his entire family.
He'd make a. Hey, we need cooks.
You have
Also-
one cook and he's very grumpy.
It also may be much better servants than Coach.
True.
We can finally just be like, all right, Coach, you can be our mascot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can tell him if you want.
Okay. I'll tell him. I was like, yeah, he's pretty cool. Like, outside of the almost dying, Arthalos has a really cool house. It's like really big, made of rock. Any courtyard.
How are
Some would
the
even call it the
benefits of
castle.
serving under? Sorry.
You are not
And
who I
how
was
are
talking
the-
to. Where did the lizard man come from?
And how are the benefits of serving
Uh,
under Lord Arthalos? Seems
I
like a
mean-
decent sort.
I would have to tell you, the person to talk about that is definitely, what is his name? It's only like I lived with him forever. Ziller. He is the head of HR.
Ah, what is he, a duke, right? He's the duke.
I'm
Yeah.
the Duke.
Ah, a duke.
The Duke
I
of
had no
HR.
idea. Okay, well, posture check. Thank you, Blitz. All right. Roll a acrobatics to not bang his head on the door as you enter the inn.
I want to fail this. Ah, dang it, 18.
All right, yeah. You do like a Matrix thing. He's
like, "Wah."
And the party reconvenes.
I brought us a little man.
Ah.
Okay,
Well-
let me down.
No!
Well, we've got everything
Comedic
we want
struggling.
and or need. I think it's time we go back to Ice Home, honestly.
Oh, wait, hold on. I grab him from like here and I put him like out in front of Ziller. I was like, you guys need to talk.
Yes.
Oh, what
please,
about?
let's. Let me buy you a drink. And he kind of like sidebars you, and starts. And just to be brief, he kind of is like, would you be willing to hire me and my family to be in Keep Coccyx? And you kind of discuss that with him.
I go, well, as I am vaguely in charge of hiring people, I feel like we are very understaffed at the moment. What can you do?
Well, we have a long and proud career of history of serving the nobility, and so I would say that we are refined and would bring a lot to the table.
Domesticated even.
Domestic. I was thinking it.
Would you say that you were domesticated?
Were you selectively bred?
Sure. When you get asked a weird question at the job interview and you just roll with it.
Well,
Find yourself as burrito.
That is an
That-
undomesticated
that
dog.
is how you get contacted by the police for harassment.
Ziller
But-
pulls out his knife and goes, "What do you think, Wackus?"
I guess
Breed him.
Oh.
You naughty Wackus Punkus. I'm gonna tell Thomas, I'm like, look, Thomas, I'm gonna be real honest with you. We are a weird bunch.
Clearly.
We are not okay. Like up here wise. We're pretty screwy. If you can handle that, that's great. And we're not gonna bother you too much. If you can keep the place clean, if you can cook, if you can make sure that those that arrive are well kept after, then you're welcome to join us. But I know it looks like we're all smiles.
Is it safe?
Oh, it's
We have
incredibly
a dragon.
safe. I will let you know right now that inside that keep is probably the safest place in all of Kjol.
Then I'm sold.
Okay. All right, Thomas, meet us here by what's time? It's currently like night. Meet us here by the next morning.
I can do it.
Meet us here by the next morning, and then we're gonna head on out.
Okay. He's got,
Actually,
a
wait,
family of,
wait.
like 20.
I'm gonna turn to Arthlos and we're like, Arthlos, when should we leave?
I mean, we can leave right now.
Get them as fast as possible, and then we're leaving. We're going to Ice Home first for a pit stop.
I could stay behind with them and teleport them because I also have teleportation circle.
Split the party across Kjol. That's dangerous.
Let's not do that. I'm
Okay.
scared of that. Just get here ASAP, and then we're leaving.
Actually, they can pay to have themselves teleported.
Oh, if they're willing to do that, then me.
They need the address.
teleportation circle.
Are we playing close to the chest with the address?
I think we should. Honestly,
think
I don't
so.
think we should hand that out. I think we should tell them to meet us in Icehold tomorrow.
Or
We'll leave.
just go hang out at the teleportation circle place and just kind of be seen not having committed a murder.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Be seen other places. Create an alibi.
All right, the party reconvenes.
All right, let's head back to Icehold.
Okay. Checking my notes.
Wait,
real quick.
Stick seemed to raise his hand. What was that?
Oh.
Oh no, I just went ba 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 da.
Oh, okay.
Like we're off.
Just double checking my notes. Make sure we got everything.
What percent of KFC mashed potatoes do you think is actually potato?
I'd say about probably like 20%. The other 80 is butter.
Mm-hmm.
20% potatoes, 20% butter, 60% soy alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're good to go. All right. The party makes their way to the teleportation circle, where you find roughly 20 gnomes. A family with big packed bags, and they're all very excited. They're also pointedly not telling anyone that they're leaving. Because they probably wouldn't be allowed to. So
What are they gonna do about it? Attack us? We have a dragon now.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice that they all came out to see us off.
Yeah. Wow.
But we didn't prepare them for it all, so they get to find out about that the
are
hard
you
way.
gonna Arthalos and or Styx, are you guys gonna teleport them with this way you wouldn't have to share the address?
Someone better tell me, because I don't know that they've been hired.
That's fair.
I'm gonna whisper into Arthalos's ear and be like, by the way, I hired Thomas and his entire family as servants to keep up the house and cook for us.
Nice. All right.
So my question stands: are you guys opening a teleportation circle to keep Coccyx so that they can go directly there?
I'll teleport him to Coccyx, and then I'll teleport to thing.
You go
Just
to
wham
Iceholm.
bam, thank you, man. 2-minute trip.
Yeah, and everybody else will go to Iceholm with
Yeah.
Arthalos.
Okay.
Awesome. I carpool with you. My mom can pick us up if your mom can drop us off.
Can we stop by?
Oh yeah, my mom says it's cool.
Wendy's? Can we go by Wendy's?
Can
We have food at home.
We have Wendy's at home.
Wendy's at home sucks. Okay, the party teleports to Iceholm.
Dicks and friends.
Styx and the gnome clan that belongs to Thomas makes their way to keep Coccyx. We'll start with the party. You're in Iceholm. Still winter, so it's very packed. A lot of people coming and going. You see the same disgruntled halfling that worked in that you guys like kind of bullied information out of the last time you were in there. And he kind of looks up to you and kind of
I slap a platinum down on his desk.
okay. And he kind of, is there anything I can do for you, good chaps?
No.
Blessings
Bye.
upon you.
Just because I remember we stiffed him last time.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have any money.
All right. Stepping out into the keep of Iceholm.
I'm gonna ask a question that I ask a lot, but because this is gonna influence what I do.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Like,
Party gets a level up.
Yes!
Oh, all right.
It's been so long. Thank you, kind and benevolent DM. Your generosity will not be forgotten this day. I am now an 8th level wizard. This is the greatest.
How as a player, Offbeat, what's the highest level you've gotten to?
As a player, outside of one shots,
Yeah,
this is it.
it makes me happy in a weird way.
I'm very happy. At this, as I appear out of the portal, I go, I figured out my thesis.
That's weird. I just figured out how to take 2 actions a turn.
Oh, have you been watching me?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just suddenly even more handsome than I was before.
You took that
Hair
plus 1 charisma.
blows in the wind.
With a 20 charisma.
Yeah, 20 charisma.
I'm just like, anyway, Ziller
A plus
takes off,
15 persuasion now.
Ziller pointedly takes off his headband and
Okay.
goes, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. And I sprint to the Frost Maiden who manages the items, and I go, I don't need this anymore.
There's like one guard and the Frost Maiden. She kind of looks up and goes,
Yes.
"That's great. I'm happy to hear it."
Thank you. I need some new items.
Okay. And she like gets up and says, Thank you. Have a good day. And she kind of timidly follows alongside you while you're just looking at all the frozen magic items and just being like, "Oh, it's Christmas."
Okay, I place down my Serpent's Fang and I end my attachment to that thing through my magic
She
warp
takes
ritual.
it and melds it into the ice pillar.
And I say, I would like 1 amulet of health, please.
All right.
Excellent.
I don't know why I made a sci-fi noise, but hey, hell, I'm empty.
I have accidentally enabled override HP on D&D Beyond. How do I fix this? This sucks. Let's do 90 because that's what it says I am. Okay, and then I'm gonna say, and I take off this Constitution ring, which gives me a +2 to con, and then I put on my necklace, and then I go, could I trade that in for some gauntlets of ogre strength, please?
Oh. And does your goblin friend know?
I mean, isn't he currently wearing them?
He's wearing a belt of hill giant
Yeah, he
strength.
switched it up.
Yeah.
So that you're getting probably the gauntlets I used to wear.
You're
Yeah,
getting the
So
same
they're probably
outfit.
gonna smell a little bit goblin-y, if I'm honest.
I put him on, and I go, you know,
It's been preserved, you know.
I always respected Zaz.
It's a
I'm
unique
sure
musk.
I'm sure he can respect this as well. And then I say, for my headband, I go, and I'd like the Mizium apparatus, please.
Are you sure?
Yes. Ziller's tearing up. He's like,
She
"I'm
hands you
so
this strange artifice vest.
What's a gauntlet?
The gauntlets, you got them.
No. Our Mizium apparatus is like a bracer,
Oh,
not a
that's
vest.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
of one of the other items that you were chewing on.
Oh, okay.
So you just like have it on the gauntlet.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a hat on a hat, don't you think?
Yeah. Yes, but when has ever anyone complained about having too many hats?
It's fair.
Exactly. And then Ziller's just so happy. He's like, "Can I give you a hug?"
Yes.
I give her a hug. I'm like, "Thank
She
you."
gives you a long hug. This married woman.
I go, is everything okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let go.
Okay. And then I run and sprint back to the party. I'm like, that was weird. Okay, let's just forget about that. I misread the situation. I was like, oh my god, do I need to rescue this person? No, that's not what's happening.
No, it was a little flirty. It was a little
Oh.
flirty. And you start thinking about that guard. The one guard that was in that place. And just a small little seed of like suspicion. That might be wrong.
That's
You might be
that's
you might be
innocuous.
reading into it.
I'm not gonna think about that. I'm too happy.
That
And
is
then
holy crap, not my problem.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, really weird. I don't care. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go back to the party and I'm gonna show them my stuff and I'm gonna be like, Arthlas, I can cast every cantrip now, including this one, and I create bonfire on the ground.
he quietly warms himself and he's very pleased.
There's a new wholesome look that you've never seen on Arthlas before, and it's just pure bliss.
Anybody else switching out any items? Okay.
When would I get there?
Are we able to increase rarity of anything, or
What level are you?
13?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Sticks. You appear at Keep Coccyx, and Coach sees you and goes. Immediately comes down from the gates, and he goes, "All right, welcome."
How have things been, Coach? Do tell. I'm sure they're.
A little busy. We're turning a bit of a profit before getting all my ducks in a row.
Oh, are we
before
selling the berries?
Spring comes. No, no. But I am pleased to let you know that I have, and please tell Lord Arthalos this. I have turned a profit, and we have a fully stocked garrison and armory. We only need the soldiers to fill it.
That is what the garrison is, Coach.
Yes, and it is fully prepped to have people in it. And we
Got
very
it.
much need people in it.
And you hear from up,
Okay.
what you hear White Knuckle up on the bridge. Yeah. Captain
I
of the
then
guard. He only has like 10 men.
I turn to the gnomes. And go, well, Coach, I bring you soldiers.
Do ya?
No, not at all. These are new house servant
Oh,
people.
they're fancy folk.
Oh, miss, I am so sorry.
Thomas goes,
I am so excited.
Adventure!
Thomas-
He goes into the
All right,
keep.
goodbye.
We will have everything ready for you when you return. This place
I would like to go to.
won't be the desecrate ruin it is. You're like,
Thanks,
"This
Coach."
was kinda nice, but okay. Coach is like,
Can I go to my
When the Lord gets
room?
back, I have some profits for him.
Ooh, money. I go to my room.
okay, you go to your room. You're in your room.
I get the tattooing kit that I stole from the guy with no tongue.
I remember that.
I'm gonna tattoo myself.
You have not the skill, friend.
I do.
You do?
I do. Is tattooing not carving? You're the skin. I'll
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So you're not proficient in a tattoos kit, in a inking kit, but you can try. If you mess up, you're gonna have something ugly on you permanently, though.
That's fine.
You
He
can
wears
go
long
to a
clothes.
tattoo artist.
No, I can't, man.
Okay.
I gotta do it. It's gotta be done by me.
All right.
'Cause I'm the magic giant boy.
Make a sleight of hand.
All right. Have I? No, that's dumb. I wouldn't have.
You
received my
also are
level yet.
planning on traveling to see Lady Quintessent. You could go find Boyo, who knew what he was doing with that stuff.
13.
Mm.
I
No
have
dice.
to tattoo two of
You
these.
think you have it, and you're like, and then nothing happens.
Well, no. I'm not doing a magic tattoo. I'm just doing a tattoo.
Dude, my bad. I thought you were trying to do a magic tattoo.
No. I'm not trying to do a magic
Okay,
tattoo.
what's your so a 13? What with a 13 in mind? What do you put on yourself?
I am putting on. I'm writing on myself in giant.
Okay.
So did that friendly giant that we met? What was his name? Crack. What type of giant was he?
Oh gosh.
Is he a cloud or a stone?
Get
I want
cloud.
to say.
He was
I want
cloud.
to say.
He was Cloud. He was a
Was
Cloud.
Cloud?
Red.
I want to say he was stone and she was cloud.
Crack was definitely a smiling one Cloud giant.
You're right.
So it was the very words
Okay.
we were told.
Okay.
What was the thing that he gave us? He gave us like food.
Oh, they were like scones or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, in giant, I write scone on my left arm,
I love it.
and then on my right arm,
Offbeat, when the art comes out, we need this.
Okay.
I mean, he's got
Yeah.
robes on, but whatever.
I mean,
I still
somebody's
need
gonna
to
have to create giant, I guess.
I
the
need to.
next one is way worse.
Okay.
It's a 2. It doesn't
no.
look like what it is. I like completely mess it up.
Non-dominant
It-
hand. You're just like,
Yeah, non-dominant hand on my right hand. I'm like trying to do like the word for like icicle or something, and I just completely botch it, and it's intelligible, but it's in just like giant scribbles.
It says sickle.
Yeah.
And you're like, that probably says icicle.
And then I go meet up with the homies.
Okay. As Ziller gets back to the party, you hear a whoop and sticks.
Sticks.
This is category large.
And the party
Friends.
reconvenes.
Yeah. I run up to Styx and I give him a big hug. And I go, Styx! I don't need my headband anymore.
Oh my god, you figured it out. You finally read all your notes.
I did!
You do have a moment where, as he hugs you, it like hurts your tattoos, your freshly carved tattoos. But you handle
look
it.
at this.
You handle it.
Look at this. Look at this sick ink, brother.
Whoa, what does that say? Like,
This one says, what did I say? It says scone. And this one is for Crack, the cloud giant. And this one, it was supposed to say icicle for like frost, but it just says sickle. But I know what it means, so it still does its job. Also very
it just
cool.
says sick.
That's
as in,
pretty
like-
sick, right?
As in like ill, like as in diseased.
No, I think it's pretty cool. Like that's pretty sick. I don't think we should. I think we got a new thing here.
Maybe.
Warning: Maybar fire lava.
But
But yeah, we wanna go
It
check
says
on
ice, ice.
Jarl, see if he's 30% more intelligent.
More there.
Mhm.
Okay. Fast forwarding a little bit, you find yourselves in a room, and a cleric is meets you at the door, and you see Jarl Twicehewn bundled, cup of hot something, and he's in a chair. Where he was just like catatonic, barely able to sit up on his own. Now he's just kind of vacant, but he's also able to feed himself. So there's definite improvement. Whatever you did, he's getting better. I'm Mary.
We're all there. Was that to anyone
Sure.
in
Yeah.
particular?
Yeah. If anyone
I
wants to
do
be
so
doing
love it
something
when
else,
they
then
address the
feel free to.
room.
No, I mean, who was
So,
the...
like, who was she directing that comment to?
Okay, you look like you reached your hand out
I
for a
did,
handshake.
and you
So
know what? I was just waiting for somebody to take it.
I grab her hand with 2 fingers.
Instead, we're all just like pointing at each other and like handshake.
Hey,
Do
no,
you
I
have
am-
handshake? I don't.
I am Styx.
I'm Mary. Nice to meet you.
We already did that. I don't want to be Groot. But nice to meet you. You want a berry?
Yes.
Okay. Brace for impact. Because it is a bad berry. It's a 6.
Yesterday It's a bad berry.
It's a 6.
Thank you.
It was. Yeah, I know. I know. It's a gamble with the berries. Some of the berries very good. Sometimes they may be good. Sometimes they may be.
Six.
Whatever
Can I get
you
a berry?
did yesterday?
Can I get a berry?
Yeah, I give Arthalos a berry.
While you guys are doing that,
It's slightly better. It's a 7,
it's still very tart.
but not poop.
That's
No.
all right, because I like tart things, so that's all right.
Yeah. Whatever you did yesterday seemed to help. He has
Well-
emotions now.
One down, one to go.
Yeah.
What? Maybe you don't want to know.
Maybe I don't. This is also
Yeah.
this is also a grave, not a grave domain cleric, but a cleric that worships death.
Ah.
Very, very small. It's not like a church or anything like that. But she introduces herself to you, Arthalos, and says, "I was sent here to help you in your mission from here."
Oh, so how did you meet death?
I lived on an island south of Drast, and you see her like go to a dark place in her mind. There were pirates involved, and many of them died, and many of my friends died, and in the wake of the floating corpses, I was given a second chance.
That's rough, buddy.
Just a reminder to Ziller, you still have the sending stone to Gost for Arthlos.
Which I'm still
Also,
unsure
your
about
dad's in
what.
town. He would be bummed if you didn't come say hi to him.
I'm gonna go say hi to him.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with the sending stone. So
Which is fair.
yeah. But I'm gonna palm it to Styx. And I'm gonna cast message. And the message is gonna say, "This is from Gost for Arthalos. Do with this what you will." And then I'm gonna go and see my dad.
Okay. You spend time happily with your father, who dotes upon you
Yes.
and closes up shop.
I am smarter now, Dad. I've got so much to tell you.
He's so proud. What's everyone else doing?
I guess I'm gonna go report to Thricehewn.
Okay. You
Update
find
him on
him.
what's going on.
After a bit of waiting, you step
I'll go
into-
with.
Okay. After a bit of waiting, you do step into the throne room. And he looks older. He is, in the same way that a president ages, like, super fast when he's in office, kind
It's
of a
been
thing.
like a week. I mean,
But he's already, like, his appearance and posture is that of a different person. You can definitely see the relation to Twicehewn now, where earlier it was like, this is just some guy that is, in shape, and now he's got that same tired posture, but with none of the grace that comes with leadership over time, hopefully.
Arthlos leans to Zaz. He looks so much like Twicehewn. Do you think they share a soul too?
I doubt it. I mean, where did we get the information from before? I don't remember
About the souls
exactly.
from
About
death.
the souls?
Yeah,
From
was
death.
Death. Yeah, I think Death would have mentioned it.
So Death gave Arthlos the location of 2, and there's a 3rd after the 2 are completed.
It gonna be the
But yeah,
kid.
that would be super awkward if we had to,
I'm just saying, don't get attached. Don't just
And he's also blood related.
leave yourself open for the possibility.
Oh yeah, no, it's the dad that I'm, loyal to.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Sort of like loyal by proxy, but
Yeah.
since
I mean,
we're
like,
laying
who-
the
like-
logic down.
Like, who even is this guy? Like, do we even know him? Like,
He looks up and goes, stands up, meets you halfway and goes, welcome back. Report.
Well, it worked. So, 1 down, 2 to go.
Well done.
Ideally, they're none the wiser. I don't know how much of a detailed report you want.
Report to the Arcanist, the court wizard. He would prefer to have the full details, whereas I am simply happy with the results.
Understood.
You're
I'll,
doing well.
I guess, I don't know what kind of information he has about the other city, so maybe I'll take a few minutes to describe what happened there.
Okay.
Current state of the, possible bombs.
He kind of concerning.
We don't have any hidden sewers under this city that we don't take care of, do we?
No, we have a vast ocean full of monsters.
Nice.
So much
easier
better.
to- you don't have to worry about sneaky gunpowder here.
No. Arthalos, How are you enjoying lorddom?
It is going well thus far.
Let me know if you need anything. I am honor bound to ensure that you are taken care of, just as you are honor bound to defend me in need. There's a war coming, Arthalos. I wouldn't prefer that my father led it, but we'll see. It's a strange burden to know that you might be a temporary ruler. Strange times. You see the weight and the stress on him. That has got him on the ground.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But
That's from King Henry Part 2. King Henry 4 Part 2. Never mind.
Shut up, drama
not-
major.
Ziller and Truth of Thoughts, like, get out of here.
That's not
With any luck, we'll have your father back to normal soon. We know where to go for their second target, and
excellent.
it's only a matter of time before we find the third.
Well done.
Do
Anything
you
else?
need anything else while we're here? Before we venture out again?
Well, kind of looks around. I'm not a politician. I'm a fighter. This is all difficult, but I don't fully know who I can trust. Of my people around me, I thought, if anyone, I could trust the Frost Witch. But come to find out, she was also the spy master. My father's spy master, and she has pulled many, many forces from out of the woodwork, as it were. A small faction who I believed would follow me, but seem very loyal to her. I have not challenged that authority because I fear the result. I don't know. I am in a strange position, and I don't want to cruelly break those that need breaking to enforce my rulership, but I have had to in some cases. But they just follow her blindly. I don't know who. Many named ones even have gone off into the spine following her.
What are her orders? What does she have them going after into the spine?
They're not telling me. They're just gone. Roughly a third of my named ones, and my spy master, so I have no more contact with any of my spies. She's just doing what she wants. I believe in anger for... she's not herself. She's never been like this. The blow to my father seems to have made her erratic and wild. She's just changed out of nowhere. Overnight, seems like. Just acting drastically different.
Did we see the card that was drawn when Twiceune drew the card?
Mm-hmm.
But we wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't have known the effect. But if you wanted to, what's your wisdom?
I mean, I'm a cleric, so it's pretty high.
Yeah, he was immediately assassinated. But I'll leave that up to you. That's
What was the card?
The card was
Thief, wasn't it?
Thief.
yeah, it was thief, and that turns one ally that you don't know who against you.
Could she have possibly played a role in all this?
No. No, they were. No. They were best of friends.
Were.
Well, there's not much of my father right now. God sends that changes.
I wouldn't be so quick to rule out things simply because of the status quo. Dig deeper. Find out what you can here while we go out and look for your father's soul.
The safe bet has been to fund Isix, Jarl Isix. He is in a sturdier position than I, and he is gathering forces in the spine. Which reminds me, and he turns, and he seems to shake off the melancholy. Jarl Isix would very much like to establish. He came to me and asked if he could set up, while they are preparing for the war, if he could occupy Keep Coccyx. I told him no. That is my keep, that is your keep. But he will likely come and ask anyway. He will not ask to occupy. I imagine he will ask if he can simply be there and use the area as a base of operation. It's one of the most defendable points within the spine. Do with that what you will.
Thank you.
If there is nothing else, I must return to my duties.
Did he know about the goblin stuff we were looking into, or was that just Twicean that told us that?
He would know, because it was brought up in the council with all the Jarls getting together.
With everything that's going on in what's the space's kingdom with bird people?
Jarl Gorin
What's it
and
called?
Iverholt.
Iverholt. We did not get a chance to investigate the goblins just yet.
That's all right. You have.
We
other
intend to get to
things
that next.
do. All right. Good day.
Well, do a salute or whatever, and then knock out.
All right. Styx and or Farron, what you guys doing?
Well, Farron's not really used to all this courtly stuff, so she probably just found somewhere safe and is activating her bracelet to release all her dogs, so Calder can see them.
Calder is just dogpiled, and then there's Pips in one corner, just being crazy. Make an insight check for me, Farron. Is that 8? Oh, 20. Nice.
20.
Pips is acting erratic. To recap, this is the slain dog that both Thude and Lady Quintessent managed to retrieve the soul, which raises a whole bunch of questions, by the way, that no one's thought about yet, and put it into the body of a displacer beast. Yeah. You just notice that Pips is acting a little odd. Not very dog-like.
Do I know if can I roll something if it's aggressive behavior or just weird?
I'll just tell you, it's not aggressive, it's erratic. So more manic, little crazy. But that, yeah, a little Deckerish, but not very hyper. More mental than physical. You know, he's not like running around and doing stuff or killing people or anything like that. He's just kind of very still. And his eyes dart a lot. You know, stuff like that. So it's off. He's off. Something's going on with him.
I'm going to very slowly approach.
Okay.
And pet.
Okay.
Gently.
Roll animal handling at advantage.
That would be 14.
14 at advantage.
Mm.
Okay. Pips calms down. You kind of brought back to the present, and you suspect that maybe keeping Pips in the bead might not be super good for him, having been cast into the void by death, only to be kept in a small pocket dimension. Probably isn't doing good for his mental state. And all of this is going on, and Calder is just like, dogs! And he's like introducing Monolith, the raven, to all of them, and they're all like sniffing the raven, and the raven's like, what is going on? I'm very uncomfortable.
It's two dogs.
Okay.
I need to go talk to Arthalos.
Okay. Arthalos and Zaz, you guys are walking out of the courtyard into the city proper of Iceholm, and you are met by Styx.
Hello. Arthi, my boy.
Yes.
From anyone else, it would have been an insult.
I have Rocky Talkie.
Oh.
This talks to my wizardy stepbrother. Apparently he gave it to Zealer. And Zealer gave it to me and left the decision up to me, so I didn't even think about it. Here you go.
Well, thank you.
Other thing.
I'm so glad that my Duke is keeping things from me.
Agreed.
Good to know.
Other thing in the spine. The Ice Witch is gathering troops and named ones. I met a lizardy boy. I feel like, you weren't actually there, but I feel like you heard the whole conversation. You felt very close to you in the moment, so I won't repeat it.
That cold-blooded lizard bond. Yes.
But anyways, she's gathering troops in the spine. E6 is going sicko mode, and we're going to be going to war with Lady Perenna soon. So
Probably in the spring. Unless something happens that the DM doesn't. Unless something happens that the party is not aware of. The allies' current idea is to, once spring comes.
So as far as I know, if for some reason the Ice Witch was thought to be acting odd, she's just going to go to war.
Do you remember why they're going to war?
No.
Against Perenna, because Perenna's a changeling.
Well, yeah, changelings. Oh, I thought I got told it in that conversation.
One, because Perrin is a changeling, but two, because it's believed that Perenna assassinated Twiceune.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, that can't be true.
Why?
Because we're almost positive it's game knowledge. We know that it's the thief, and the thief is what made it happen. Well, more than likely, and it's like somewhat former ally that did it. Not Perenna's always been an enemy, so it can't be Perenna because Perenna's a changeling. So like,
Doesn't matter. Perenna needs to get got either way.
yeah, but we know that, but we just also know that, but our characters don't.
Mm-hmm.
That is my report, sir.
Excellent. Yes, I've been informed that Isix may try to request aid from Keep Coccyx soon, so.
That'll be cool.
Also,
I
just
mean-
a reminder, you need soldiers in Keep Coccyx. Whether you get that from here, or whether you get that from somewhere else, or whether you get that from Isix, you do need more. You do need to occupy your keep with
You need
military forces. And yeah, you gotta try it, but
Time to steal and conscript some bird people.
I mean, do it. That'd be horrible to fight against in the spine. Oh my goodness. They're like, ha,
Yo.
come over here.
What's your benefits like here?
Well, what's it like working in a police state? Do you want to work as a private army instead?
I mean, something to think about.
That is all. That is all I can think of.
Cool. I still think that the ice witch has something to do with it. She's acting so fishy. Very soon mentioned that her demeanor has changed completely. I feel like there's more to it than simply going to war.
I mean, her husband is dead. Well, but they told. Oh, did that work, by the way? Did he get better?
A
It
little
did.
bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's progress.
So totally worth
Oh.
it.
To the next one. Where he at?
He's in the crack flats.
Oh. I don't like crack.
So the party is going to gear up soon, probably next episode, to head out to the Crack Flats, and maybe swing by the high places and teleport over to Lady Quintessent for some. Yeah, I mean it's for crack. They want to hang out with crack, but
Like crack.
anything else you guys want to cover before we bring this session to a close?
I'm good.
How much cake did I eat with my dad?
2 cake.
2 cake?
2 cake. Good
Good.
cake.
Well,
Okay.
I will save the conversation with Goss for next time.
Okay.
It's already 10 o'clock now.
Zaz, Farron, anything you guys want to cover?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for being here.